Okay, here we are back with the 2005 Pontiac Vibe. How to do your headlights, get rid of that frosty, foggy headlight. There's what the car looks like. I talked to you before. I did this side over here. Looks like brand new. Took me about 20 minutes if I'm right. So we're going to work on this side. I'm going to kind of show you what I did. I talked to you about it on the other video. Just keep an eye on this one. I'll get as long as I can with it without taking too much of your time. So I'm going to move up here and we're going to go over how I did it. There you can see the headlight, how it looks right now. And I'm going to do 600 wet or dry sandpaper, then we're going to do 1200 wet or dry sandpaper, and we're going to use McGuire's wax. This stuff here will be the last thing we use on it. You can use this McGuire's wax for the final phase, and it'll make that headlight look like brand new. So I used the wet or dry 600 first. And then we'll go to the 2000. Wet or dry 600 first, then we'll go to the 2000 grit. And see how long it takes us to do it here. I already kind of washed the headlight off so it's clean. Now you can see it cutting into that yellow fog on there. Taking all that grit and grime off. Now if I'm right, this isn't going to take very long at all. A lot of these guys are taking way too long to do it. Fooling around with too much junk. It's just a simple job. Quick and easy if you do it right. I'm not putting a lot of effort into this either. I'm just lightly sanding it, put a little bit of pressure on the sandpaper. Use one of these foam blocks so you get a good even surface on it. As you can kind of see it's kind of it'll get frosty looking at first because we're sanding it and putting little fine hot line scratches. The wax will take that out. We're not working on it real long here. Don't forget to get on the side of the light here where the marker is. Be careful not to get on your paint. Just dip it every now and then. Make sure you keep water on it. All right. Now we're going to rinse that off and see how it looks. Right now, rinse off all that dirt now. And see, it looks a lot foggier. than it was, but you can see it took that heavy matted finish off of it. I'm just using some more paper towels, and we dry it off just to see, make sure we get all the surfaces right there. Alright, and see right here, kind of need to hit that a little bit right there still. And make sure you get all that surface off. So you can actually hear, listen to that. See, that's slick now. Kind of frosted looking, but it's smooth. And all that pitted surface is gone. Alright. Now that's the first phase. And see, it's a little bit more of the headlight. The whole thing's foggy now from sanding on it. I'm going to use the 1200 grit on it now. And just take this one off and sit it aside to use later. Put your 2000 grit on there. Same pad. I'll do the same thing with the 2000 grit and get it as smooth and take as many of those little fine hair scratches out that we can. So far we've spent about 5 minutes on this thing. Not long at all. See, that's a little finer. See how it's clearing it up a little bit more. Just get as close to the edges as you can. Kind of don't go around like this, go back and forth. Because you don't want a bunch of swirl scratches in it. Just real fine back and forth like that. You might have to go up and down a few places. So far, got about 7 minutes in it so far. Not long at all. That's why I'm saying a lot of these people are spending too much time. As you can see, it's getting a little more clear now. See how smooth and slick that is? You couldn't do that before. Don't forget to get the side of your marker right. Try to be careful with your paint. I've been using the same paper on both headlights. See, it doesn't take much material at all. And it cost me about, counting the wax, about $6. Brand new headlights. Save yourself about $500 or $600 a piece. Alright, now let's rinse that off, see how it looks. When I dry, it's going to look a little foggy until we get that wax on there. Once you get them finished, you want to keep them that way so they don't turn back. What I do is once a week or once every 2 weeks I come out and put a little wax on them again. Keeps them from turning. And keep them nice, and then you won't have to put all the extra effort in next time. Now you can see it's still foggy a little. But it looks better than it did already because that's the finer sandpaper. Now we put the McGuire's wax on there, that's going to shine right up.